Hey there, welcome back to the Little Garden Club. This is our April update, so stick with us if you're interested in anything garden problems, or gardening in the tropics, especially the Sunday region. We are learning on this channel how to garden in the wet Sundays, basically, for food, vegetables, as well as a little bit of indoor plants. I'm new mum, I'm Maddie, welcome to the channel, and let's get into our endeavours we went through in April in our garden, as well as the hurdles we faced from pests, diseases, and a few unknown things, as well as some time away. So let's go. As you can see, we had a stunning start to the month of April with mostly sunny skies, but still a little bit of wet season sticking around. These beautiful blue eyes have continued to thrive so far. We have some seedlings starting to pop up for our baby spinach, and we started to see the heads of, well, I guess the sprouts of some of the flower seeds we planted from last month in March. About a month later, our strawberries seem to be thriving, marigolds are starting to establish well, and our beautiful monsteras were loving their new spot inside. This is a quick clip of our original parent plant. Our cucumbers were thriving, they were starting to grow, so later this month we had to end up doing some string, going from the planter box all the way up through to the roof. And as you can see, the strawberries are loving it. We hadn't seen any sign of actual strawberries yet, but there was more foliage. I had to keep pinching off the runners, but the marigolds just continued to thrive. They love their spot in our garden, apparently. It's been great to see. Yeah, Baba. So yeah, you can see down here one of the little runners that we just popped back in, and the rest I just pinched off because it honestly just kept shooting runner after runner. We sort of saw a little bit of recovery, but a heap of aphids still kept attacking the original strawberries that I have. What I've sort of noticed this month is that I think the original strawberries that I have here in these external pots might be eryther bearing, but they seem to be mini, and no matter what I do, they continue to stay mini. But I can say for sure that the marigolds are a must if you are gardening in the tropics. They have helped deter so many pests. Not all of them, but definitely have helped. Mama. Yeah, Bubba. The seedlings just continue to grow throughout this month, as you can see here. It's crazy to see the seedlings at the start of the month of April compared to how the month ended. As you'll see at the end of the clip, it's honestly just astounding. But marigolds really started to establish here. They loved the planter boxes. Orange tree still doing its thing. I honestly still need to repot it because it's still in its stock cube. Yeah, but we're getting there. It's sort of sprouting more, but it's not thriving, but it's not dying. It's definitely overcome its initial disease it had, but the caterpillars found it and they were starting to eat its leaves a little bit. As you can see the droppings there on the leaf. So I was like, found the caterpillar, rehomed him, and thankfully she survived. The co-planting the marigolds honestly has just been a real saver. Basil seems to be thriving all round, or at least living. The comeback of that basil right there was amazing after I managed to rehome all of the caterpillars that kept attacking her. I just put them on a different plant. I started in the background that you can see the grey tub, a sacrificial plant that all the caterpillars just got rehomed onto, so that there was like marigolds on there, cucumber vine, etc. So there's heaps of foliage for them to eat that instead of what I wanted to grow and thrive. You can see here, I wasn't sure if this was a zucchini or if it was a squash. I can now confirm it is definitely a squash, and she loves her home. Unfortunately, all the zucchini seedlings I planted, none of them seem to have sprouted. The capsicums are slowly growing, but not thriving. Nasturtiums are getting there. They're just really slow to, establish the seedlings. But that could be my bad for not reading the seed packs properly. We've got some seedlings coming through here as well of the other flowers I planted from seed, from the Flowers and Seeds Australia I can't remember. It was in the last video. I'll link it below if I can work that out. But they are also loving life in their box. I ended up going through and just taking the little seed casing off a few of them because I noticed otherwise their growth was starting to stunt a little bit. Pineapples are still hanging in there. Nothing too major with those. I do believe they do take a bit to establish, however. Like you have to wait a few years and then they start popping out fruit. I did just grow them though from pineapple heads, so all things good there. Basil going strong. Unfortunately, we did run into the caterpillar issue with like almost every plant this month. So April seems to be the month of caterpillars here in the Whitsundays. Yeah, Bubba. But no complaints here. The mint, she was loving life. The chocolate mint was actually doing not amazing, but not bad. Like it was definitely starting to kick back. Yeah, Bubba. And the parsley was also doing its thing. Once again, not thriving, but not dying. So I think I just need to play around with its position, maybe want some more sun. The snow peas started to establish well with a nasturtium coming through. Yeah, Baba. So all around, everything was really starting to just, find its groove. The baby spinaches were starting to plop through. The eggshells seemed to be deterring the slugs. The cucumber was thriving in her home. But we did start to notice some disease, some caterpillars. Yeah, Baba. That unfortunately did end up taking, spoiler alert, the life of this beautiful cucumber vine. I think it was a mix though. I think because we did have some time away towards the end of the month or mid-month, unfortunately, these seeds here that you see did not make it. And the cucumber vine, when I got home after a few days away, yeah, Baba. Really? Yeah. Did have that disease fungus on the leaves. I'm not sure actually what it was in the end. I couldn't identify it. Yeah, Baba. But I did try a few different neem oil based sprays, both during and after dark. And I even did like a full literal bowl of warm, yeah, Baba, dishwashing liquid and a sponge and wiped all the leaves trying to clean it off because I worked really well for the orange tree. So I was like, we'll just give it a go. The neem oil doesn't seem to be killing whatever it is, but alas, they did not survive. So when I got home from the time away, we did give everything in the garden a beautiful refresh and hydration and nutrients bath. I did about half a watering can per planter there, you can see. So everything just really got a good soaking because a few of the beds were dried out a little bit on those top few layers of the soil, which is not bad, but especially in those back few beds, they did need to stay moist to live because they don't have big long roots yet. So yeah, everything got a good hydration, a good bath, a good little trim back, and yeah, it was love and life. The vine is almost at the hook, but as you can see down below here is not loving life. I'm gonna have to do another spray. If something is laying eggs plus infecting, I'm guessing, all through this vine. But there's like little cucumbers here, and then there's like a little one that's not looking so good. I'm probably gonna pull off down there, etc. The nasturtiums are hanging in there, just not thriving. Probably due to sunlight. Poor basil was coming back, but it's under attack again, so we're gonna have to clean it up. Over here, we've got this basil's popped back, but as you can see, it's also gotten pooped on by something that's eaten it. Most likely caterpillars. Nasturtiums and snow peas are coming in nicely. Especially these nasturtiums, like look at that, mate. That is good. That's just filling up currently with our sea salt to rehydrate everything from being dehydrated while I was gone. The parsley, the chocolate mint's not loving life, but the other mints pop back nicely, which is awesome to see. Mm. Yeah, Bubba, he's good gal, hey. Yeah. Yeah, Bubba. Yeah, I agree, hey. Yeah. Oh, we got a ladybug over there. Nope.